the dude plays a saw, like a 5-foot stand-up saw, and he runs a bow across it, and I had no idea what was making that noise. To your point of like, I didn't know that you could make a noise like that.
Don't really care for Metallica. Got to have a lot of respect for what they've accomplished, right? And so when I say I don't like something, it's not that I don't respect it if it's commanded the presence of an audience, a large audience, and someone who doesn't listen to the genre is going to hear the same thing. You could take a punk song, any punk song, they all sound the same to me. I don't care for the genre, so I don't spend time deep diving to hear the differences and the nuances. Not prioritizing music I don't care for over my family. Argue with me about that.
Your dad was here last week and he'll be here next week.
You're right. Well, before you go on that rant, because that reminded me of another hardcore band that I really liked was Norma Jean, and
it's okay. I wasn't finishing my thought.
No, I don't want you to.
Yeah,
I just want to support your experience of someone
Billie
who
Jean.
just makes Norma Jean.
Billie Jean.
Don't disrespect Norma. Sorry, could help it, but he would do similarly complete disrespect for the job of being the vocalist of this band, and so he would clear his throat into the microphone and cough all over it. And it wasn't like gratuitous, like I'm gonna cough on this microphone because it's gross. It's kind of childish. It's just I'm going to do the things that I do, and yes, there's a microphone involved,
right?
And it was always wildly entertaining. Just that there were just zero fucks given. I don't care. This is who I am. We recorded it. Hope you like it, kids. He went on to do another band. He actually quit that band.
Mm-hmm.
He said he quit that band because he didn't want to do music anymore. And then like the very next day, another album dropped from a band called The Chariot that he was now singing from. I don't know if that's exactly how the timeline worked, but there was a whole lot of like, oh, I'm leaving this. I'm not doing music. And then almost like what felt like the next day was like, oh, here's a band that really understands what the breakdown is. And if you like metal breakdowns and you like it when a band takes a breakdown and then they break it down again and again and again to the point to where you can't really slow it down anymore and halftime it anymore. Like it's just the best. The Chariot, just the best. Hopefully you forgot what you were going to say.
So I love this band. They're called Neutral Milk Hotel.
Neutral Milk Hotel.
Yep. They also have since broken up.
To the surprise of literally no one.
And yet there are people that would fight you.
Yeah, I know. They're the toughest.
All right, fair point. But they actually got back together for one tour. I got to go see them, and the experience was amazing. I left that concert just like, my God, I never knew that chaos could sound so beautiful and melodic and wonderful. And like they do things like the dude plays a saw, like a 5-foot stand-up saw, and he runs a bow across it, and I had no idea what was making that noise. To your point of like, I didn't know that you could make a noise like that through a microphone. And they have an album called Airplane Over the Sea that I listen to every winter. And I don't know why. It's my winter go-to album. And it like, yeah, it's fantastic. But brand new, fantastic band. Love them. I want to know what you hate so much about emo so that I can pick a song that you'll be like, okay, I see it. And they'll give me the Tucker Carlson shit of pretty much everything. Yeah, if I had to settle on one thing, it's everything.
No, I just genuinely don't really care for the poppy elements of emo. I kind of felt the same way about Killswitch Engage. It's like, okay, this is kind of a hardcore band, but it's not. They've got these hardcore verses and bridge sections, but then the chorus is just some wildly poppy thing. And I didn't really like that. I don't care for that. Just, it does nothing for me. I'd rather listen to the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, and I have no interest in ever listening to the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. They do nothing for me. But when it comes to emo and punk, like those things, there's not a single part of it that is appealing to me. I don't care for the drum beats that are used.
Yeah.
I don't care for, again, the poppy nature of it, and I just want to bounce around. Like I feel like it's not It just doesn't resonate with a single part of me the way that music is structured. And similarly, a lot like pop country also doesn't. But pop country is basically just rock today, and people love it. It just doesn't resonate for me. And it doesn't mean that I don't have any respect for it. Here's a prime example. I don't care for Garth Brooks. I have complete respect for Garth Brooks. He's one of the biggest artists ever. I don't like U2. Kind of have to have respect for what they've accomplished. Don't really care for Metallica. Got to have a lot of respect for what they've accomplished, right? And so when I say I don't like something, it's not that I don't respect it if it's commanded the presence of an audience, a large audience at scale for what it is, right? That's a smaller genre that didn't really explode the way that some other genres have. But if those are bands that are the forerunners or the front runners of those genres, I just have respect for them. I don't have to like the music to respect them.
Let me ask you this. What's your favorite band?
If I had to pick one, I'd probably just say Zayo, just keep it simple.
Okay.
But I always do like a rotating top 5. Picking one is so lame.
Every other question I ever ask of you, I don't care. Let's say...
Then why do you ask the question?
To make you feel like I care.
Oh, that's sweet.
I know. I'm a caring person that doesn't care.
Makes sense.
So if the Deftones, you like the Deftones,
I do.
Right? If the Deftones' first album sounded like Hanson Mbop, right? And then their next album didn't. Their next album was Around the Fur.
Uh-huh.
Like, would you like Around the Fur, or would you be like, no, they put out...
Oh, no, I would say I definitively would still like Around the Fur.
Okay.
Yeah, a good album's a good album. If a band's going to jump genres, it's a little iffy. I always like that raises an eyebrow. I mean, take Poison the Well, for example. This is a great hardcore band in the 90s. And then out of nowhere, they just changed genres. I mean, so you're making the point, like, would I still, if the Deftones had written Around the Fur, but before that they did an album similar to...
It was just super pop on.
Yeah. Would I still be able to say out loud, oh, I still really like Around the Fur? And the answer is yes, right? I can do that. There was a time in my life I definitely could not do that. I'd be like, no, those guys are posers.
Yeah.
Today, it definitely raises an eyebrow. Like, why would a band jump a genre? Like, that's a questionable thing. But, I mean, even Incubus did it. They were a hardcore band well before they were the Incubus that everybody knows.
Right. And I'm not saying, like, sell out. I'm saying...
Not necessarily even sell out.
The entirety of the discography of Brand New, from album to album, is completely different. If I played you one of their albums and a different one of their albums, you would not think that they're the same band.
So I would say selfishly the same thing about Zayo, but definitively that's because I know the songs inside and out, and I've listened to them so many times and I love the genre that I hear what's different. But what's really different to someone who doesn't listen to the genre is going to hear the same thing. You could take a punk song, any punk song, they all sound the same to me. I don't care for the genre, so I don't spend time deep diving to hear the differences and the nuances. And just because this song has a piano in it doesn't mean that it's different than the other song, right? I can add an instrument to it. I can decide to sing the chorus instead of punk sing the chorus, the chorus, yeah, thesaurus.
Punkosaurus Rex,
Punkosaurus Rex, yeah, punked it on. Maybe you're right. Would I prioritize the time to go through that catalog to have that experience? I wouldn't.
Well, the reason that I ask is because, again, every single one of their albums seems to be different, right? And I get what you're saying, the intricacies, and you're like, well, I know that the lead singer is going to take the note this way, but he didn't. Crazy, right? I'm not saying that intricate. I'm saying from an aesthetics level purely, their first album was very much like pop punky love ballads and stuff.
They matured as they recorded.
Very much.
Sure, these things happen.
But I'm going to play a couple songs after the podcast. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Hey.
I have family in from out of town. I'm not prioritizing music I don't care for over my family. Argue with me about that.
Your dad was here last week and he'll be here next week.
You're right.
No. Still no.
Still the answer is no.
Anyway.
There will be a time.
You never make the time anymore.
Man, I wish it was easier.
No, but yeah, I love that band. You know what?
I love that you love that band, that you have a band like that. Everybody
Yeah.
needs to have bands like that in their lives.
Yeah.
Because when I'm feeling my crummiest, I listen to Zayo. When I'm feeling my most energetic, I'll listen to Zayo or Shostakovich.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's so important to have music that speaks to you in that way. And I know people that just don't really care for music. They're like, oh yeah, music that speaks to me. And it'll just be some generic, I don't know, Shania Twain album. And it's like, hey, that's great. She's a really good vocalist. She has an amazing voice. And the production in the music is very good. But that's the thing that resonates for you. That to me is weird. But if that's what it is, then great, good for you. Have that. Everybody needs to have these. And hopefully people have these experiences with bands that are kind of triggered from music that their parents liked, right? I don't like the Moody Blues. My dad loves the Moody Blues. When the Moody Blues comes on, I listen to it because it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but somehow it's a part of me, right? And because of that, I like other newer bands that were very melodically driven, right? And so, and I would say that like hardcore bands like Zayo, they have, of course, to me, because I know the songs and the chord progressions and how they move and whatnot, that they're very melodic. But if I played you 3 different Zayo songs, bro, these all sound exactly the same. And it's Slipknot's the same way. Like we can use that as an intermediary. They had an evolution from, from their first album to their latest album 25 years later, or 30 years later, whatever it is now. But if you play Slipknot for just about anybody who's not a Slipknot fan, every song sounds the same. Occasionally there's a singing chorus, more so now in the latter half of their career. But the reality is that it can be very, I know I'm backtracking a bit and getting away from what I was just talking about, what we were just talking about. But the way that bands sound different and their songs sound different and the catalog sounds different to you because it's the thing that speaks to you, is just not necessarily going to resonate the same way for someone else, but they'll have a band that does that for them. And that's what I think is really cool about music.
Brandon, hit me with that 5th camera. Sorry.
It is so hot in here.
Felt we needed a break on
It's
that.
just so hot in here.
Are you tired of big corporations farming you for views? So are we. We're just 2 poor guys that are trying to put together a podcast. So if you can give us some help by doing a like, share, comment, subscribe, or save, it helps us trend in the algorithms. Thanks.